guys, welcome back to BB's Basement. Today we got a little bit of arms and shoulders day. I think I enjoyed the back day yesterday, so I think we'll definitely give this new split a try for a little bit and then see where we go from there. But got arms and shoulders today, so let's get right into it. Alright, we brought it up to 135. See how heavy this feels. Alright, we're just going to be staying at 135 for these. Yeah, do a couple more sets of them. Alright, we got set number 3. Alright, we'll go for 8 again here. That last one was a little bit of a grinder, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. And then we'll probably go down to 25s, do a couple reps, and then maybe even just an empty bar. Trying to get my shoulder strength back. I think benching is honestly destroying my shoulders, so trying to not destroy them in other exercises so that I continue to bench. But yeah, pretty often I'll skip benching for quite a while and just do dumbbell presses. They feel a lot better in my shoulders, so might be seeing more dumbbell movements for chest day, but interested to see how the Smith machine helps all that stuff. So let's get into one more set. All right, we're gonna get into some bicep curls. We're gonna do it with the cable here. We're actually gonna use our lat pull down bar that came with the Major Fitness rack. The reason for this is I don't got anything else different. And it'll give me kind of more of a wide grip curl. So yeah, we'll see how this feels. Yeah, we'll do a couple sets of these, move on to some triceps. All right, next up we got some triceps. I think most people like at like a public gym, they'll have like a triangle shape, like kind of a row attachment. So what I like to do is put my fingers like this, pretty much just hold it with my thumb and then push down and then like really lean into it so the cable's going like right over your shoulder. So we're gonna basically do that. I don't have that attachment, but we'll use this other row attachment, and it should be pretty good to do the same thing. So pretty much just holding my hands up on top, and yeah, just doing push downs. And we're gonna have to go up in weight a little bit on this. All right, so we added a 25 on each side, so should feel a little bit better. Last one for these, and we'll move back onto some shoulders. All right, we're gonna do some seated lateral raises. And then our last shoulders, we'll probably just do some shrugs. I normally don't do shrugs, but trying to really get the traps in there. So yeah, we'll do some shrugs to end our shoulders, but go into some of these. We're getting to set 2. Alright, we're going to set number 3. Still going for 10. Alright, so for the last set of these, I like to drop it down to 20s. I was doing 30s. So I'll drop it down to 20s. You guys could just drop down 10 of whatever you guys do. And then I'll do one at a time. So I'll go out and I'll hold one arm up and I'll do 10. And then I'll hold this one and then I'll do 10. So it definitely burns out your shoulders and your arms, but I think feels really good when you do it. So yeah, we'll go for that. Let's get it. Just like that. Alright, so when I was doing single arm standing up, I hit the ceiling, so we'll just do seated 2 arm behind the back still, or behind the head. I'll use the eyes and links, so we're at 80 pounds. And yeah, put my hood on for this so I don't get caught on my hood. Alright. So one thing with doing these is normally I use like the chair that has the back. You can kind of lean back into it a little bit. So it's definitely a little bit harder from that sense. And then the other thing is this shape of this dumbbell is weird. Obviously it's a square dumbbell. It's pretty large, so I'll show you the front of the eyes length, the 50. So you can see a difference there. I mean, diameter wise, it's pretty much the same. Or I guess length wise, it's pretty much the same, but not having these corners here just makes this so much bigger. That doesn't mean you can't do anything with it, but I will say it is shorter. I'll get you down a little bit. So you can see it's a little bit shorter than the, I believe these are cap dumbbells, the 50s are. So it's a little bit shorter, but definitely size-wise it feels bulkier. So that's one thing I note about these Eisenlings. Other than that, I mean, for the price, I think I paid $450 on Black Friday for a pair of 80s. And they are technically adjustable up to up to 160, I believe. You obviously got to buy extra plates for it, but for 160 pounds of dumbbells, adjustable, I mean, the price can't really be beat, so I can't complain about them. They're definitely slower than some of the other competitors, but they're not too bad. If you're on a budget, then they do the trick. And I mean, it's really just all about lifting weight, not about how fancy your equipment is, so. Yeah. We'll do 3 more sets of these. And then we'll jump into some cable curls, single arm curls, and then we'll do the shrugs, and then we'll do some tricep push downs, single arm, and then we'll use the 4-6 Fitness arm blaster for some curls to finish us off. So yeah, we'll jump into these and keep chugging along. Been at it for about an hour now, so yeah. Knock my headphones off. Alright, we'll get into some single arm curls. I got 225s on there. Yeah, we'll see. Like shrugs really do a whole lot for me, but maybe I'm doing them wrong. I don't know. But we'll just do 3 of these. Alright, last we're going to do some tricep kickbacks. I normally don't do these, but we'll give it a shot. I have a 25 and a 10 on. So yeah, we'll try to keep our elbow in line with the pulley system. And then we'll go back. That feels good. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to BB's Gym. Thought this was a good arm day, arm and shoulders. I do think it was a little long, so maybe in the future I would do a little bit less exercises, more sets of the exercises, just because the setup time takes a little bit longer, being like a home gym, everything's plate loaded. But yeah, I mean, we're about an hour and 37 minutes in, so a little bit longer, well, quite a bit longer than I normally would like to be. I try to get my workout in about an hour, hour 15 max. So yeah, we're definitely a little bit long, but I got no complaints. Thought it was a good workout. Thought the pump was pretty good, so keep after it. And yeah, thanks.